Hi everybody, I'm Christian, this is Lazy Devs, and woof, that was a really crazy last episode we had. We're still working on our Breakout clone, but it looks really nice now, and it looks like the start screen looks really lively, so that's something I'm really excited about. And now we want to add maybe some more variation to some other stuff. So we had the menu BG scroll we have discovered, but now we also want to make maybe the text boxes during the game a bit more interesting, and we already have like these smoke functions. So I'm thinking it might not be that difficult. Let's try this. But of course, you know, last time around we spent a lot of times just making the particles in the background look nice. And I feel like I haven't explained correctly what's happening there. So just to reiterate it real quick. So we have like a timer here that we go through. We created this timer here. Here, part timer. We created this timer here, and when the game runs, the timer counts up, and then we have like a special function that, depending on what the timer is, we give the function this timer. It will sometimes spawn particles. So we divide this timer by a number, like 30 here in our case, and we use the modulo sign. So the modulo sign divides by something, but doesn't give you the result of the division, but the rest of the division. And so if you divide this timer by 30 and it returns 0, then we are talking about a multiple of 30. A multiple of 30. And so every 30 frames, because the timer counts up every frame, so every 30 frames we spawn a row of particles. And every 15 frames we also spawn a row of particles. And the particles then have different speeds. We had like this part row thing here where it alternates between one row and another. We basically use a bunch of modulo and a bunch of like alternating things to create like a nice pattern of those particles. And the only problem at the end that we had is because we spawn them at the top of the screen, at the top row of the screen, and they kind of fall down. They aren't there when when a screen appears for the first time, so they kind of slowly come in like snow. And I didn't like this because it seemed like snow. So I put everything in its own function, and at the beginning of the game I actually loop through a loop and draw all of the particles as if they have been already there for a while. And it was kind of like difficult to recreate the pattern that naturally emerges because the particles fly at different speeds. So we had to add like this additional variable here called top, which kind of like tells this function whether to spawn the particles at the top of the screen or to calculate, to kind of like derive its position where the particle would have been if it had fallen for a certain number of frames. And that's what we do here, either at the top of the screen or we try to calculate the position. Kind of very complicated math for a very stupid thing. So if it doesn't work for you guys, then whatever, just ignore this. But I really wanted to make this work. Because I like it. It looks good. It's really nice pattern here. It looks really nice and alive. We have the high score list happening here as well, so this looks good. Nothing wrong with that. And in a similar fashion, we are going to add the particles, the smoke particles that we are talking about. Let me see where we're doing the shatter brick, where we have some smoke particles, so we kind of know what so these are death particles. When we do death particles, we just create a bunch of particles. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. No, not the death particles, because I actually want to maybe do this. This is a very similar function, but let's go. I changed my mind. I'm gonna use the death particles after all. Then I'm going to go to the draw functions, and I'm going to see here draw parts. So I'm going to put the draw parts as well in the draw winner. What is log HS? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, draw particles. Like so, draw parts. And also on a game over, perhaps? Yeah, on a game over as well. Okay, so far, so good. So now what I want to do is I want to let's start with the winner part. So here I want to spawn particles. Let's say every frame I just want to spawn one particle, and if that's not enough, we can still put it in the for next loop. I want to spawn a smoke particle at the top where the sash appears. There's something that is not going well here. Yeah, okay, good. Not sure why the mic hole. Where's the mic? Why is mic hole? So these are the winner particles. So they should be blue. Okay. So this is the speed in which they're going. Maybe they're a bit too extreme. I'm going to figure this out in a second. So first we need to find out where the top of the sash is. And this can be difficult. So, And level sashes. Should we do this? I don't know. No, actually not. There's like two versions of the sashes, and that's why I'm a bit concerned. Local top row. So if log hs, if we have to actually type in the high score, then the top row is else, and top row is something, and otherwise it's something else. Now we need to find out what the top row is supposed to be. Draw game over. This is game over. Go draw winner. There we go. So the top row is 40. Is it always 40? That would be surprising. No, this is when you log hs. Yeah. So this should be 40. First, I want to spawn the particles at the top row, and then I'm going to spawn them at the bottom row. And else, it's always 40. Okay, never mind. Silly me. Okay, so top row is 40. I want to keep this still around in case, because later on we're going to have situations where the top row is going to be something else. And I don't want to like dig into this. Okay, so there's a mic call. Oh, there is the mic call after all. Whatever. I'm silly. I'm such a silly person. Okay, so yeah. So let's now the X spawning position is going to be top row. The Y spawning position is going to be top row. But here it's going to be RND. The X position is going to be RND 128. And let's make this again like an integer value, because why not? Oh, floor value. Let's try this. I need to now win the game. I need to hit this. It's going to be... Yes. Huh, interesting. Because we are not redrawing the screen. I see. I see. That's the problem. So let's go draw game. And if we draw a game, then I guess we don't have to draw the particles. Oh, some problem. There is no draw game. Draw underscore game, perhaps? This works better. But as you can see, those smokes, the smoke is too fast. It's flying away too fast. I want this to be not quite as extreme. Draw game underneath sash. Yeah. So let's just add some particles which are not as fast. here is the speed. So let us go like with one. Let's just half the speed. Something I don't like is when they spawn, they're black. You can see. I think they're still too fast. And maybe we're gonna give them some more lifespan. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so let's make sure that when the particles spawn, they're never black. Because I think I know where this comes from. Here, that's here, right? Where we set the color to 0. So let us set it to color. Color is color square brackets 1. Yeah. So maybe now we're gonna give them a little bit more lifetime. Oops, no, I didn't want to do this. I always want to go alt, left and right, because I always go alt up and down when I switch to different functions. Let's go like this, yeah, sure. Yeah, it looks less extreme. So now we want to do the same thing at the bottom row. Now this will actually be different. So local bottom, let's go btn, is top row. No! Top row plus some number, and that number depends on let's go top row first, and then we're gonna actually check. So if log hs or log hs log hs log, if the high score is supposed to be logged, then else end, and then top row plus equals. So if then the height of the top row is going to be plus equals, and otherwise the top it's going to be something else. So let's see what it is. So here is 52. When we're logging the high score, it's 52, and when we're not logging the high score, it's also 52. How is it also 52? That makes no sense. I'm actually a bit surprised. I thought they were different sizes, but I guess I reserved enough space. Okay, so I guess the problem was that there's, I think, less text in the version that lets you type in the text, so you actually have to. Okay, whatever. I'm just so embarrassed. I don't even know my own program. So okay, so bottom row comes in here. Yeah, so now this looks a lot more heavenly. They're kind of like, oh, there's this cloud happening. So that's I don't know. I kind of like this. Maybe adding more, because right now they're kind of like just bubbling here. It would be maybe nice if they're just moving downwards, right? Let's see if we can make them move downwards a little bit. And in order to do this, we're gonna maybe just add them d1, but that will stop them, right? So let's see if we can maybe make them into a new type of particle. Gravity smoke. What? How does this have? That's weird. Why does it have? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. I ate up the function. I thought, because I think I have insert on. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. No! No, it works. What the hell? This is very confusing. I don't know why this is happening this way, but okay. So 5 is gravity smoke, which means smoke that is slightly affected by gravity. So let's see if this works. So if type equals 5, rotation, ignoring, changing colors, we always do, shrink, or type equals 5. Or too many ors. Too many ors on the dance floor. And then, yeah, there's going to be also friction. No, there's not going to be friction. Yeah. Or type equals 3. No, not 3. 5 was the new one. So if 5, we're going to draw it as circle. This is 5. Apply gravity. Why is it 3? It's 5. That's good. So just making sure that now we're spawning the actual new type of smoke particles. Where is it? Here. Instead of the 2, we're spawning fiber particles. And, you know, maybe it's gonna look horrible. So, you know, you never know. Ooh, I like this more. But I think now they're a little bit too fast. So I want to maybe now for the 5 type particles, I want to maybe apply a slightly different type of gravity. Let's see. Low gravity. So just for the type 5, we're going to have a different type of gravity, 0, 1, and these don't count. And then we're going to go something like, we're going to also have maximum speed. If a absolute dy is smaller than, let's say, 1 or something, then, so it never gets too fast. I like it. It's a bit too chaotic right now. Because previously the gravity made sure that the smoke doesn't go too far away, but right now it's kind of it's too bubbly, I feel. So I wonder if I'm gonna solve this here or somewhere else. So let's make a little bit more gravity. Oh, more gravity work better. And then maybe when we spawning them, we actually gonna go even lower with their speeds. Yeah, I like it. So now we have like this kind of like these the smoke falling down, but maybe the lower gravity still. Yeah, that looks better, I feel. Okay, that's cool. So so the congratulations screens works. So I will now apply the same stuff, the same logic to when we go update game over. except the colors are going to be different. So it's going to be 0, 0, black smoke, and then maybe turning red. 0, 0, 2, 8. That would be kind of nice. Let's see. 2, 8. It's gonna be some evil smoke. Where is the top row? We have to figure out with the game over where the top. Oh, that's update. Yeah, the update is fine. Where are we drawing the game over? There we go. So this is 60 and 81. Oh, actually, I didn't want to do this. Oh, now I would actually have to lose the game now. Oof, that's gonna be tough. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this looked so horrible. So first this, then when we draw game over, I don't want to just draw the particles, but draw game. I kind of wonder why I guess we only had to draw game on the level overs thing. Draw game. Maybe I should have set the lives to lower. Somehow we're spawning particles at the wrong place. Wait a minute. Draw game, yeah. Oh, it's underscore 81. Silly me. Okay, no. I'm not doing this. Lives, where is it? Where is it? Oh, we're gonna start the game, right? Lives, there we go. There is time, always time for this kind of stuff. This is a really nice ending screen. Still a bit maybe too bubbly. Maybe the lifespan should be slower. Let's try if we can make the lifespan lower. So right now it's like, 120. Let's make it down to 60. So they're fading out quicker. That's good. Maybe a bit longer lifespan. Maybe 70. Uh, 70. Yeah, let's try 70. Yeah. Okay, so now it kind of looks like it's bubbling and sizzling. I kind of like this. There's one more thing. When the level is over, that now looks bad because it's no longer as exciting. Let me make them a bit slower. I'm still tweaking them. I'm sorry. I just can't leave them be. So maybe if you finish the level, congratulations thing, we're gonna make this also look nice. Yeah, this looks better. Okay, so let's do that then. We're gonna give that also a nice look. So update game over, update level over. There we go. That's coming in here. There's something happening, and I'm making sure that when we go level over, draw level over. It actually, okay, draw underscore game. I think it had the same dimensions. No. 60 and 75, it's slimmer. 60 and 75. All right, let's try this. Oh, I actually have to, well, no, I can't actually test this. I have to go to the I have to actually have a second level. Okay, so now the stage clear kind of looks a bit ominous. So we have to add a different type of particle to it. So let's see. So the problem is we can't use the blue, right? I don't know what happens if we use the blue. Let's go 12 and then 7. So it's going to be like 12, 7. So let's see how this will work. We can't have the dark blue because the background's already dark blue. Maybe we make it blue in general because it looks a bit so sad. Let's make it blue. Okay, so rect fill. Let's fill this with blue. Yes, let's make this in blue. So this is 12. 12. Everything else we're going to keep around. Let's see how this works. And then it's going to be 12, 12. And yeah, whatever we had in the winner. Where's the winner? Yeah, this guy. Level over. Like this. Okay, so something I wanted to do is I want to see what kind of colors we're using for the winner, because maybe the contrast is not good enough. So let's see. Maybe we want to draw this in color 1, and I'm not sure. I think, what is it? Blink W blue, something like this. Let's try this. The colors of the text box are something I'm not sure about right now. Oh no, I have to actually play the game. Ugh. By the way, this game is so good right now. No! Oh, I died. Okay, that's good. It's kind of nice that the particles are still. Maybe we have to actually remove the particles. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, let's just remove the particles. So here, when we go next level, we're gonna go parts parts equals curly bracket, yes. And when we go game over, there we go. Then we're gonna start game parts this, and this is already resetting. Oh, still there. What? Why? Why though? Weird. What? 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 Level over. Next level. Why were the particles still there? Did I misspell something? Why were the particles still there? They're still there. What? What? Maybe it's not parts. Maybe it's called different. Part, not parts. That explains. Well, that explains a lot. So let's look for parts and replace everything with part. Parties, parts. Okay. Dunk, dunk. No, we have to actually finish this level. No. Come on, man. Oh, seriously? Oh, you stupid game. Yes. Okay, now they're no longer there. Good. Okay, guys. So this was another longer one for kind of like a really cheap effect, so to speak. No, not cheap per se, but kind of like not a very kind of like very elaborate feature that we added here or anything. But so see, now we're really running out of things to do in those episodes, so we might actually be finished soon because there's really just a bunch of things to do. Some gameplay tweaks which we might actually won't actually do. You know, there's not much to do to them. There's just a bunch of numbers that we have to change. But maybe something that I want to maybe test in the next episode is actually trying to make this better collision happening. So again, this might be a kind of like a final boss of so to speak, of this thing. We're going to rewrite our collision engine one more time. Let's see if this works. See you next time around, guys. Bye bye.